everyone. This is Rihab. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Ascendia AI. And today, I'm really excited to share with you all how we have helped some of the largest staffing agencies in the US increase their revenue and completely scale their entire recruitment process without actually scaling their teams by using our AI recruiters. And when I say AI recruiters, these are our AI agents who do everything from sourcing to screening to interviewing these candidates at scale faster than any human ever can. Now, we are backed by some incredible US and European investors, and Ewar is one of them. And since our official launch a few months ago in the US, we have managed to reach 300K in signed annual contracts. So these are people who are committed for the entire next year. And we have 500K in the pipeline, which is also really exciting. And that over there is Sarah. She is one of our AI recruiters, or as we like to call them, our AI buddies. She does everything from sourcing to screening to interviewing. But before I dive deeper into Sarah's superpowers, let's talk a little bit about staffing. What is the staffing industry? How did it start? And how it evolved over the past few years? So what are staffing agencies? I guess you guys are familiar, but staffing agencies are actually companies who hire for other companies. If I want to hire, but I don't want to go through the headache of the entire hiring process, I would go to a staffing agency and they would take care of literally everything for me. They would find the candidates, they would interview them, they would talk to them, negotiate the salaries, and even onboard them if needed. And staffing agencies are actually present, I would say, across all industries. So for example, in the healthcare space, hospitals heavily rely on them to hire travel nurses, doctors, especially on the contingent workforce side. Warehouses also use them to hire workers, especially in high peak seasons like holidays. And even Fortune 500 companies also use them to staff entire customer support teams and even large tech projects. And it's an incredibly big industry. It's a $200 billion industry in the US alone, and it's growing with a rate of 10% year over year. But hiring hasn't always been, or staffing hasn't always been that sexy. So a long time ago, before the internet was even a thing, if I was a company and I wanted to hire, I would actually need to post an actual job ad on a local newspaper, and I would sit around and pray and wait that the right person would happen to be holding that newspaper on the right page at the right time. And candidates actually went to these staffing agencies' offices with a paper resume, oftentimes with coffee stains or cigarette stains, and recruiters would actually put them in giant piling cabinets, or as we like to call them in our team, the original on-prem database. And then the internet came along, and hiring suddenly went online. So in 1994, Monster appeared. How many of you guys are familiar with Monster? Awesome, that's a lot of you guys. So Monster was actually the first online job board out there, and it empowered recruiters to actually access thousands, if not millions of candidates, which was actually incredible until all of them started to apply, and then recruiters started to go crazy. We have all of these candidates, but we don't really have the technology or the means to actually interview them and to actually talk to them. And then technology started to evolve, obviously. First came automation. Here we talk about applicant tracking systems, where you can actually automate things like sending out emails, notifications, moving candidates from one stage to another. Then obviously came AI. Here we talk about AI tools that do most of the reasoning part. They can actually read an entire candidate profile and match them with the best job opportunity, which was a huge upgrade, all the way to AI agents. And this is where the real fun begins, because AI agents don't only think, they also act. And in the context of an AI recruiter, that AI agent is actually going to have access to your entire database. It's going to know who these candidates are, match them to the best job opportunities, and then actually proactively pick up the phone, give them a call, and ask them all kinds of questions about their past experiences and what they want to do in their next career move. And that is exactly how Sarah was born. You can tell probably she looks a little bit like me, but that was unintentional, I promise. And Sarah, think of it more as an AI recruiter. She's more of an extension to your recruitment team. She has her own email address, she has her own phone number, And she's incredible. She can talk to thousands of candidates at the same time. She's super smart. She has access to your entire talent database. She can tell you who's a good fit for every job. And then based on the requirements that are shared by the recruiter, she can proactively call these people and ask them any type of question, whether behavioral or technical or anything else. And obviously, Sarah goes a little bit beyond that. So Sarah also has a sourcing component, and for every job that you guys post, she will tap into Ascendia's proprietary database of over 200 million candidates in the US alone, and she will bring the best candidates who are a fit for that exact job opportunity. So I want you to think about it a little bit more like LinkedIn Recruiter, if LinkedIn Recruiter actually did the whole job for you guys. And now, in the context of staffing, we moved away from recruiters who talk to 20 candidates a day, who are most likely irrelevant, to candidates who are highly qualified and ready to be placed. And for staffing, that is a game changer. Because with more good AI interviews or with good placements, they increase their revenue drastically. So for them, this is a huge opportunity not to only improve their hiring, but to completely scale their business. Now let's take a quick look at a quick video to see how our AI agents work together, or as we like to call them, our AI buddies, in a very smart and automated way on top of your ATS. Oh, let's try it again. There you go.
Hi, I'm Badis, and today I'm introducing Ascendia AI, the first fully integrated recruitment ecosystem powered by AI agents, or as we like to call them, your personal buddies, each specializing in a specific part of the recruitment process. Together, they work seamlessly to make hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient. We all know hiring can be overwhelming. Writing job descriptions, sourcing candidates, scheduling interviews, it's a time-consuming process that pulls your team in too many directions. That's where our buddies step in. Picture this: John, a recruiter on your team, needs to hire a senior software engineer with 5 years of experience. He writes a quick text message with the job details. Here's what happens next. One buddy crafts a professional job description and posts it across platforms. Another buddy searches for candidates on job boards and in our proprietary database of thousands of job seekers, individuals who have spent hours preparing for opportunities using our platform. A third buddy sends personalized messages, invites candidates for assessments, generates customized emails, or better yet, schedules real-time AI interviews with them.
Hey, I am Sarah from the Ascendia team, and I will be your interviewer for today. Are you ready to start?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. Welcome to the interview for the cloud engineer position at Ascendia AI. This will be a structured interview where I'll ask you a few questions related to the role, your experiences, and some technical aspects. Let's dive in. To start, can you tell me about your experience as a cloud space architect at Google? What were some of your key responsibilities and achievements in that role?
Yeah, absolutely. So back in the day at Google, I was a senior cloud engineer. I was mainly helping companies migrate to the cloud. They were either on-prem or they were using other service providers. So we mainly helped them to map the architecture, what services to use, and then we would map an entire plan for them to migrate to GCP.
That sounds like a valuable experience. Migration to the cloud can be quite complex. Can you share a specific challenge you faced during a migration project and how you approach solving it?
I would say security was definitely like a big topic. Security and scalability, probably.
Security and scalability are indeed critical aspects. Could you elaborate on a specific security measure or strategy you implemented during a migration project to ensure data protection?
Yeah, absolutely. So we made sure all the data is encrypted. They had a lot of customers, so we had to make sure the data is saved in the appropriate region. We used a lot of firewall services. So everything we had to do to basically protect the data that was in transit.
Another buddy compiles candidate feedback and assessment results into a clear, actionable summary. While these AI agents handle all these tasks, John is free to focus on what matters most: engaging with candidates and making the final hiring decisions. Whether you are in the office, remote, or on the go, Ascendia AI keeps your hiring process moving smoothly. Ready to see how Ascendia AI and its buddies can transform your hiring process? Visit our website or contact us to book a demo. Let's show how this innovative ecosystem can empower your team and make recruitment effortless.
So that was my incredible co-founder. He's more of our AI expert, but you can also see probably through the demo that it's a very interactive, conversational AI experience. Obviously, everything about the AI interview is fully customizable. You can customize the tone, the speed of response, the structure of the entire interview, whether you want to focus on behavioral versus technical skills. Everything also that comes outside of that interview is fully customizable. And I'm very proud to share that today, and it hasn't been that long since we launched, we have over 50,000 candidates who have already taken these AI interviews with Sarah, and you guys are going to be surprised, but they absolutely love it for two very simple reasons. The first one is that we always prepare them and we tell them it's an AI interview experience. So they always know what to expect. And then the second thing, they exceptionally get the opportunity to pitch themselves and to show their skills, but also to ask any question related to the job opportunity or to the company as a whole. Now, this is my QR code for anyone who wants to connect. I'm very big on networking. But before we conclude, I'm very proud to also share that in 2025, Ascendia has been a very big sponsor to some of the largest staffing events across the US. We have been either a gold or platinum sponsor for events like the Staffing Industry Analyst Collaboration X, the TechServe Alliance, which is mainly for IT and tech staffing, SIA Healthcare, and we're going to be present in 2 weeks in London as well for the SIA Executive Forum, where we're going to have incredible people like founders of huge staffing agencies like Manpower and Randstad. So if you happen to be in London, or if you're interested about AI or hiring in general, feel free to connect. Thank you.